when you step out on faith and go, I'm not going to take that, you got to clear the plate for whatever's coming next for yourself. And so that was the first time I learned that lesson. It was actually that incident that was part of what gave me the level of give a fuck about leaving The Daily Show, if we being 100 about it, because The Daily Show was a great job. The Daily Show was a very good job. I got a lot of good friends there, but I don't know if this is the move no more. But I wasn't going to get what I got at CNN until I officially left there. There was no way to there's no smooth transitions in this business. You got to stop doing one thing in order to find out what's next for yourself. So that's what happened, man. 06 was a good run. And I moved to LA, my rent tripled, and that goddamn $90,000 dried the fuck up so fast. But I was in LA. Couldn't tell me shit, bro. Like that. And then I started having to fly myself to all my gigs. So that airline fee was eating up to fucking 300. It was just like making 150.
Gone. You say at that point, you say, well, what the fuck? That money gets eaten up fast. Up fast.
06 was the first time I had real job security. I had a dispute with the radio station because they wouldn't give me an extra hour to bring me full time so I could get a root canal. I got pissed off and quit. I came back and started doing stuff remote with them. But that was 06 was a very pivotal stand on business type year.
I mean, but for the Daily Show, when we talk about just the departure from the Daily Show, I was never aware of like what the reasons or, the why. I always viewed it from the outside of, your participation on the Daily Show was dope. Like I knew you were writing on the Daily Show. I also knew that you were a consistent like personality, like within the sketches and stuff like that. And I felt like the platform gave you an amazing outlet to showcase your talent in a variety of different ways. And when you went on to do other things, I always viewed it as you were just spreading your wings and doing more. I never knew that there was a departure from the Daily Show. I never knew.
That's kind of what it was. I mean, it wasn't a bunch of drama. It just boiled down to when Trevor left the show and they did all the guest hosts for months and months and months. And then the writer's strike hit. And the whole time I've been talking with corporate about, well, what are the plans? And my name was in the hat to host, and maybe he'll host. We don't know. They're looking at other people. And then it came out that Hassan Minhaj, shout out to the homie Hassan, that it was supposed to be his job, but some shit went down and it wasn't his job no more. So then the question I threw back to Comedy Central was, well, what's the plan? And it wasn't in the spirit of I should host. It's just I need to know what's going to happen in the next year of my life. I'm a fucking father. So I'm not just going to be around here and then we all get fired in 3 months. And this is before Jon Stewart was rumored to be coming back to the show as it is now. At this point, we're just going to guest host again. I don't know if the new host going to want me. I don't know if I'm going to be host. I don't know. And you can't tell me which way you're even thinking. Like, just tell me the parameter. If you just say, we thinking about a woman. Okay, cool. I can set up a short list in my brain of the women who could do this job and of those women who would actually want to do this job and which ones actually fuck with me and make an educated guess on whether or not I couldn't even do that, bro. So I just felt like going into an election year, I'm in control if I leave. I'm not in control if they let me go or they change the show in a way that doesn't benefit me creatively. So I'm better off leaving right now. And I know whatever is supposed to be next will figure itself out. I just need to stay sharp, talented, and hustle. That's all I got to do. Everything else will come together. And that move in 06 is what made me fearless. Because, I mean, I've crossed that bridge 2-3 times again before the Daily Show departure. So
it's clarity. It's context and it's clarity, but you're not asking for any reason other than the reason of just understanding so you know how to best position yourself for the years to come.
You know what it was like? You know what it was like, man? Me talking to Comedy Central, it was like when you well, you married, you probably can't even laugh at this no more.
Go ahead.
It's like when a girl asks you, where's this going? And you know it ain't going nowhere, but you don't want to stop doing what y'all been doing.
Got you.
But you know it ain't going nowhere. I smelled some of that on their breath. And I was like, ooh, I know what this is like. Oh, okay, y'all ain't sure what y'all want to do. Okay. Well, this definitely ain't what marriage feel like. Well, I should leave.
I should get the fuck out of here. At this point, I should just go.
You did a good job not laughing, by the way. Congratulations.
Well, by the way, I would never laugh at anything like that because it's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous what you're saying and what you're doing. Okay. I love in this conversation, man, Roy, one thing that I'm really picking up from you, man, you seem to be a well vetted out individual. Like you seem to have like one of those minds that operate in stages of thought. Like, this is what I want to do, but to do that, I want to have this, this, and this. And this is the best road. This is the best way. And if I get there, then I'll be able to have this down the line, with what I'm perceiving, to be true based off of our conversation and knowing how the world of stand-up comedy works. With you and just your future in the business at this point, being a talented ass writer. I mean, one who is arguably like known for one of the best people with that pen to the pad, especially when you talk in that political space and political humor. and I mean, there's not many that do it. I put Trevor and you like truly like as some of my favorites to do it not only well, but never lose sight of like the energy. Like your attitude is never compromised. Your voice is never compromised. But you say the dopest shit while still staying true to yourself. That's a talent. Where do you foresee Roy Woods going? Like what does the future look like for you? What's the want at this point in stage of your career? You know what I mean? Like, is it something that puts you in that format, not of the Daily Show, but something where you're able to put that talent and, political humor and knowledge on display and showcase what could have been? Or is it leaving that behind and doing more?
I'm trying. It's like I got one toe in that now with CNN. So Saturday nights, CNN has me hosting a new show called Have I Got News for You? It's a remake of a British panel show. The British version been going 30 years. It's like their Daily Show, basically. Mm-hmm. So, I get to host that with Amber Ruffin and Michael Ian Black. And that gives me a chance to make fun of the news. It's like a fake quiz show. We just talking about current events. It's fun, and I love that. So that's giving me a taste of what it's like to sit in the host chair. And it's dope because, CNN trying something new. And then I get to go, all right, is this really where I want to be as a host? Mm-hmm. Do I want to stay in politics, or do I want to go off and start writing some other shit? I sold a book called The Man of Many Fathers. My pops died when I was 16. And so I started thinking about my own son and the lessons that I want to instill in him. And you start reflecting on, well, who taught me all of that shit if Pops was dead? And it's just, the book is just going to be a compilation of lessons that I learned from various men who came in and
from a variety of different men that you came across. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then part of me goes, well, fuck, if that's a book, it might be a one-man show. So now I'm studying Whoopi. Now I'm studying Mike Birbiglia. Low key, I'm looking at a little bit of Gerard, because Gerard shit is kind of on some quasi one-man show type situation now with what he does live. So, I would love to stay in politics and keep talking shit about that, but I think there's more topics and more subjects to cover. But for as long as I can stay connected with people in the world of late night, man, I'm with it, bro.
I mean, it's crazy that you say that, because I think like, we have to foresee like where we are seeing ourselves like going and where we would love to basically end up at some point in time, right? Like,
yeah.
I started dabbling with the idea of the talk show with Heart to Heart, because I'm like, as we get older, the road is great. I'll be honest with you. I love the road. I love touring, but the way that we do it and the manner that we do it, how long can you keep up the pace? And when we're in our best rhythm, it's because we're getting the most reps. So as a comic, when your jokes are flowing and they're the sharpest, it's because you're getting the most reps. So whether that's a week, or weekend, is that a Thursday through Sunday? Is it a Friday through Saturday? A Friday, Saturday, whatever it is, you're getting some consistency in the craft. So how much of that do we do, and what's the timeline where we go, we're ready to reduce and do something a little more secure, stationary? The talk show, I was like, I want to dabble in it because this can put me home. I can be home. I can pop into a studio. I can enjoy the fam, the kids, etc., and be in, be out, be happy. You know what I mean? Be happy with it. When you're talking about the idea of late night, I'm just speaking it into existence for you, man. Like we do not have many of the comedic tones and personalities within our culture that do it at your caliber. And what made Trevor so fucking good is that it was refreshing to see a man of color talk the same shit that we've seen other people talk for so long, but with dialect and a narrative that's so punctual, secure, and this and that, right? And Jon Stewart came and added a flair to it, but seeing the change and seeing our culture being presented in that manner, it was dope.